logo, but it's hunky-dory.
What, the flag?
Yeah.
Has your company all that?
Yeah,
Do you have some more that's on?
yeah, and then I had some more company with Eclipse, but that was amazing. I wasn't real gung-ho about it, but after it happened, wow.
I sit there thinking, well, I don't see it yet.
And everybody's all hyped up and when the next corona thing is. Wow.
Yeah.
Ready? Please join me for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Auditor, call roll, please.
Mr. Thompson? Here. Mr. Norris?
Here.
Ms. Thies?
Here.
Mr. Thacker?
Here.
Ms. Swager?
Here,
Ms. Alsop?
Here.
Mr. Loudermilk?
Okay. So, first thing we have on the agenda is if there's any corrections to the journal of the preceding meetings if needed. First one is we have to review and is the March 5th, 2024 Annual Budget Committee meeting. Looks like that's on page 16. If you take a moment, look at that and accept the motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the Tuesday, March 5th, 2024 Annual Budget Committee minutes.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion by Councilperson Dees, second by Councilperson also to make the motion to approve the minutes. All those, any questions? No questions. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. So next one is the minutes from the March 5th, 2024 Sunshine Meeting. It's on page 18. Once you have a chance to look at that, I'll take a motion to approve that minutes.
President Thacker, I make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
second.
Motion made by Councilperson Norris, second by Councilperson Wagner to accept minutes for the for the Sunshine Meeting, April 5th, 2024. Any questions on that? No question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Last, we have the minutes from Tuesday, March 24th. So on page 24, you take a moment to review those and make a motion whenever we're ready.
I make a motion to approve the Tuesday, March 12th, 2024 meeting minutes.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion by Councilperson Dees, second by Councilperson Alsop. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have communications from elected officials, other officials, and agencies of the county. Anybody wish to speak under this?
Yeah, I just want to point out that on your desk, you've got a revised TIF management report from the one that we gave you last week. On page 1 of the previous report, some of the commission members had changed, so we revised that portion of the report prior to submission to the state.
Okay, that'll be noted in the minutes. Thank you. Any other communications, elected officials, or agencies of the county? Okay, reports from committees. That is none. Resolution and ordinances other than appropriations. Do we have any? So, number 7, ordinance relating to appropriations. Number 1, additional appropriation ordinance 2024-34, Honey Creek Protection District Fund 8961, Special Hume Fire. We had a report on this, and if there's any questions on that, we have Mr. Shackford here if anybody has any questions. That one is on our page 5. And as you guys heard, this is for $50,000 they needed to do the study for the building that they are currently outgrowing. Is there a motion on that, or if you have any questions for Mr. Shackford?
I just wanted to add that I talked to Mr. Shackelford beforehand about the process, and it's going out to 3 people. Is that correct, Mr. Shackelford? 3 different companies looking at the bid?
We will have 3 proposals by the 15th of April. I have 2 right now.
Okay. And so we just kind of talked about the options and what it's coming in for and so on. So just want to make sure that everyone knew that we were bidding it out as needed.
Okay. Any other questions? If not, accept the motion.
I'll make a motion to approve additional appropriation ordinance 2024-34 for Honey Creek Fire Protection District Fund, Special Hume Fire.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, motion by Councilperson Dees, second by Councilperson Wager for additional appropriation 2024-34. Any other questions for the vote? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. So the next one, we have additional appropriation 2024-35 Honey Creek Fire Protection District Fund 8603 Special Fire General, and it was an additional $25,000. Mr. Shackford explained that to us as well. If anybody has any questions for him, if not, accept a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Councilperson Wager, is there a second?
I'll second.
By Councilperson Alsop for motion to approve additional appropriation 2024-35 Honey Creek Fire Protection District Fund 8603. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much to the council members.
Have a good time at your next meeting.
I have to leave for another meeting.
Thanks for all you guys do.
Okay, next item on the agenda is additional appropriation 2024-36 edit. This is for the park improvement, and we do have here, if anybody has any questions for them, it's on our page 7. This was a recommendation from the subcommittee to in conjunction with the park committee for $300,000. It was, I don't know if I said or not, but it's additional appropriation 2024-36 on page 7. Are there any questions for this one? Is there a motion?
I'd make a motion to approve additional appropriation ordinance 2024-36.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
David, Councilman Thompson? Yes. And seconded by Councilman Thompson. And so are there any questions on 2436 edit? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Next one is additional appropriation 2024-37 ARPA Grant Fund Parks Improvement. This is actually the one that came from the subcommittee. This one was, the first one was edited. I said that wrong. So this one is for 2024-37 ARPA Grant Funds Park Improvement. This is going along with the same structure building. Are there any questions for the Parks Department? There's a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Councilperson Thompson, second by Councilperson Norris. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried. Next one is additional appropriation 2024-38, ARPA Grant Fund, Chances for Service for Youth. Chances and Service for Youth. Brendan Heilig is here, is available for if anybody has any questions for him.
I make a motion, we pass.
Second.
There's a motion by Councilperson Alsop, second by Councilperson Leger. Is there any questions?
I just want to share that I received multiple communication from the community, excited about this opportunity. And in addition to that, just the continued development of reaching out to like future, like either Ivy Tech or School Corporation, which we've talked about, to encourage people to go into early childhood and maybe working and turning. So it's always good to get support, just as we saw support here for the parks too. So
Absolutely.
Very good. And Travis, does Marie had something she left out on that?
No, stop.
Okay, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay.
Okay, so let that be noted, one nay on that, okay? Okay, next one is ARPA Grant Fund, it was 2024-39, Manna from 7, and that is on page 10, I believe, of ours. It was a $50,000 grant request. I don't know if anybody's here from Manna for 7. If you guys have any questions, I'll try to help with that or accept the motion.
Let me just let the folks know here, these are the folks who give away food out of the church up north, in the near north side of the city, and they give away an awful lot of food to hungry and needy folks, and it's a nice project. I'd like to make a motion to approve this.
Motion, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Motion by Councilperson Wager, second by Councilperson Thies. Is there any questions?
And just to clarify, this was specifically for a vehicle.
Yeah,
Help them
it
getting
was,
food.
she did clarify that in the meeting last week, that it would go towards the purchase of a vehicle, of a box truck, wasn't it?
So they can go to Indianapolis and pick up the food,
Okay.
yeah.
If there's no other questions, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay.
Okay, record one nay. The next one, 2024-40, ARPA grant funds, Beagle County Fairgrounds. This was a request that was forwarded that we heard the request for $75,000. I don't know if anybody's here from the fairgrounds tonight, but the request was for water lines. And that is 2024-40. Is there any questions on that?
I just want to clarify, was this for a study or for to do the actual
Actual work.
repairs? Okay.
Yeah, so that's what they talked about, that there's a lot of it. I actually heard that there's a lot of new legislation coming out if we have lead pipe for remediation of that, but they're not going to apply for that. But it was a mixture of everything, from what I understand. I know Travis sits on the park board, but
Yeah, it's water lines basically from the highway all the way back to the buildings. And most of them are iron pipes that have rusted. They've had repeated sewage and water bills that have been $8,000 to $12,000.
That's right.
So this is to offset, I think the total cost was like $104,000, $100,000, somewhere in that area. So it's a little bit less than what they need.
accept the motion.
I'll make a motion to pass it.
Motion by Councilperson Alsop, second by
Second.
Councilperson Thompson. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. So the next one was withdrawn from the temporarily from 2024-41 from Terre Haute Boys Clubs, so it won't be active. We'll probably see that next month. The next one, additional appropriation 2024-42 ARPA grant, and it was for building renovations. It is on page, I believe, 13. It was a $50,000 request to remodel 2 existing rooms for the county courthouse to hold inmates detaining. And if you have any questions, we have one of the commissioners here can try to help us answer that. If not, I accept the motion.
I make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion by Councilperson Wager, second by Councilperson Alsop for the 2024-42 ARPA grant fund building renovation. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Okay, going right through here. The next one is the additional appropriation 2024-43 ARPA grant funds, Vigo County Juvenile Center. It's on page 14. Executive Director Loudermilk gave us a presentation. We had discussion on it. This is for $400,000 to close off and have the Sally Port, and he's here if you have any additional questions for that. Anybody? Not, accept the motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Councilperson Wager, second by
I'll second.
Councilperson Thies, I'm sorry, Councilperson Alsop. It's not my mistake. And any questions on the motion?
I would just want to clarify. So this is going to be doing, because I know we had a lot of information, Sally Port off the back, close it in for transportation, making it more secure. Also-
Yes,
also
just for the
sheltering
addition
some
of
the
Sally
vehicles.
Port.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically, using 2 existing walls, use 2
Adding
new
2
walls.
additional walls, putting a
And-
couple overhead doors,
Yep.
a walk-in door. Goes along with a lot of our remodeling we're doing now with the grant we got from the State Department of Health, making a clinic out of one of the holding cells, a kitchen area out of the current Sally Port, and then the new Sally Ports is what this is for. Add 2 walls, a couple of overhead doors, a walk-in door.
And some programming.
I'm sorry?
And
And some
20,000.
programming.
380
Yep.
for that and 20,000 for programming.
Yeah, and that's, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's kind of push that aside, but that's to go continue along with our group therapy and programming that we provide for the kids with local, contractors that we have here, Hamilton Center and Choices Counseling and some other people to provide some counseling for the kids and group therapy, which I think is what the intention of what the ARPA originally was wanting to give it to us for, but, so we want to make sure we do that too.
Okay, so we have a motion, it's been seconded. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. The last one.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. The last one was 2024-44. It was for the Sheriff's Department, but it was withdrawn, waiting on additional information. We'll hear that next month. Michael, do you have anything you want to share?
I can, yes. So,
if you'll recall,
Let me get your mic. That way it'll go on record and we'll have that on.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. President. Michael Wright, council attorney. So if you'll all recall an email I sent some time ago, maybe 3 weeks, regarding a court date regarding the federal court legislation surrounding the Vigo County Jail. The judge has set a hearing on May 7th, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. I understand that that is the date of the primary election, and so any changes to that, I will be sure to notify you of immediately. But as of right now, there is a in-person hearing set May 7th, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. I'll follow this up with an email communication. I'm sure several other counterparts related to this issue, the commissioners, community corrections, other mental health providers are going to be there as well. Mr. Frederick, who is representing the county and the county council in the litigation, will be in touch regarding a meeting leading up to that. So I just want everybody to be aware there will be some things developing over the next couple of weeks surrounding that. Some discussions certainly moving forward, both leading up to and at that hearing, May 7th. So
As of this time, we're all formally invited.
you have been formally invited, and the date was selected at a telephonic pretrial conference that Dave handled, and I'm certain that they did not have on their calendar that it was the date of the primary election. I'm sure it was a light day for the court, and that's why she planned to travel to Terre Haute. So I will bring that up, and we will deal with that in some fashion or another.
I think you just answered my question, that it'll be here in Terre Haute.
It
then.
is.
Okay.
It is set for 921 Ohio Street.
Okay.
9:21. Okay, I just wanted to make sure everybody.
Certainly.
There have been some discussion on this, so. The next item we have is honorary resolutions. We don't have none. And resolutions related to fiscal policy of the council, none. We don't have any appointments. And public comment limited to items not on tonight's agenda. So if anybody from the public would like to make a comment, come up and give us your name and address and tell us what's on your mind. We have tonight with us some of the students from Terre Haute North.
They look like they're dying to talk.
one of
Can you
them
come up?
Looks like they're dying.
Go on.
Cooper, I thought you had something to say.
You have,
No, you're good?
you have
Okay.
tonight and next month to get your requirement in, is that correct? Nothing like cutting it to the last, wait till
Hey, they
last
got
minute.
one more month they could have
Yeah.
gotten in. They're a little early. May will be packed, so.
Yeah. So,
Mr. President?
Yes.
For the folks here who are not aware, when Mr. Wright was speaking about the federal court appearance, that is to deal with jail overcrowding, one of our ongoing subjects that we're trying to deal with.
so when you get elected on the council, then you get named on a lawsuit, as soon as you get on board. So. Any?
No big deal, right?
Yeah. Oh, I will say it is, voting
It's a big
started
deal.
today, so please go by. They have early voting at the annex and at Hope Center, is that right? Oh, and Meadows, okay. So those are the 30-day voting centers. So any other last chance for public comment?
I just wanted to say how, I know, I'm sorry. I got an audience, we're getting out of here quick. So I just want to say how proud I was of all the people stepping up in the community. events. I know it looked like a good crowd out at Fowler, downtown, city parks, a lot of local places as well. A lot of people stayed in their own homes and backyards and enjoyed it, but what a cool event for everyone in our community to come together, and we got a while to plan for another one.
Yeah, I talking to Rich about the bike park, and he said it was a mud hole when they started, but they stomped it dry. So that's really, it takes some effort to do that, but it was a good day for it. So
Beautiful day.
And at the North Park across from Wabash School, there were people from Minnesota, Chicago, and St. Louis. That was kind of cool. We charged them to get in. No, we didn't. We didn't.
Yeah, pretty great day.
It was fun.
if not, I think this might be a record-setting meeting here. Accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilperson Norris, second by Councilperson Thompson for adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So hang tight and we'll sign the minutes and we'll wrap this up. Yeah.
I told the kids it was going to go 3 hours.